Hello and welcome to this digistuff.co.uk IT video tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to install Windows 10 into Hyper-V. Now this video presumes that you've already enabled virtual machine support in your BIOS and you've installed the Hyper-V tools from Windows Features. Once you've done that, then all you need to do is open up the Hyper-V Manager, and you need to do this as an administrator. So right click and click Run as Administrator. Now that's my local machine. You could also connect to remote machines if you've got some on the network. And as you can see, I've already got some machines built here, including a Windows 10 one that I did earlier. I'm just going to show you how to create that one from scratch. So I am going to do right click and then I'm going to click New Virtual Machine. I'm going to call that Windows 10 Tutorial. I'm going to store the virtual machine at a different location. Just going to make sure it's where I want it. I want it in there. And I want to click Next. Okay, you've got two options at this screen. And you've got the Generation 1 and Generation 2. Windows 10 will support Generation 2, so I'd recommend that you select that option. So now I'm going to select my startup memory. The recommended minimum for Windows is 2 gig. So I'm going to put in 2048 for my startup memory and click Next. So configure networking, you might have nothing in here, but I've already set up a switch, which is the external network. And what that means is this machine will be able to connect to the internet through the virtual switch. I'm going to click Next now. So there's where our file is going to be stored, the maximum size of the hard disk, which you can change later, and I'm going to click Next on that. I'm going to install an operating system later. I'm going to show you a slightly different way to do this, and click Next. There we have it. It's just creating the disk. Okay, so I'm going to connect to that now. So that's my machine. I'm going to right click and click on Connect. And that's our virtual machine. Now if I power that on, it's not going to do a lot. It's going to try and pixie boot off the network, but it'll find nothing to boot from. I'm just going to go ahead and turn that off. So as you can see, there's no DVD drives. There's nothing I can do there. There's no way I can boot at the moment to the Windows 10 ISO. So now I've turned the machine off, I can go into settings for this machine. And I want to be able to boot to a CD-ROM drive. It's really easy to do, so I'll go down to the SCSI controller down here and I want to add this DVD drive. And that's fine. At this point I can select the CD media. I'm going to go ahead and select the image file at this point. I'll also show you how you can change this afterwards. So I'm just going to click Browse, and as you can see I've already got a few different ISOs in here, a few different images that I could boot to. I'm going to select the Windows 10 Technical Preview. It's actually a slightly old ISO, it's not the latest version. The latest one at the time of doing this video is 10074. Process though exactly the same. I'm just going to select Open and then I'm going to apply that. Now if I was to click OK and turn the machine on, I'd get the same result as last time. It would try and boot to the network. So what I want to do first is go to Firmware, select the DVD drive and move that up. And then I'm going to click Apply and I'm going to OK that. So I'll just show you quickly how to change that boot media. So if I click on Media, DVD drive, I would eject it and then insert a different disk if I'd selected the wrong one. So I'm going to turn the machine on, click in there and then press one key. You have to click in there with your mouse first, otherwise if you press the key nothing will happen. Perfect, we're into the Windows 10 install location. So I'm happy with those defaults. I'm going to click Next and I want to install. It's just going to take a few moments to get to the next screen. I want to tick Accept there. Of course I've read all the way through that and I'm going to click Next. Okay, I want to do a custom install. I don't want to do the upgrade, there's no previous OS. There's no other partitions, so I just want to click the main drive there and click next. There we have it. Windows is going to go away and install on this Hyper-V machine. That's going to take about 20 to 30 minutes, I suspect, so I'm just going to go ahead and pause that video for now until it's finished, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the final things we need to do just to configure Windows 10. Okay, that's finished installing the files, and we're now at the first screen that you come to on Windows 10. So I've got no need to customize that. I'm going to use the Express settings. And I've already got a Microsoft account, so I'm just going to enter that now. And click next. Okay, so this is a new security check, and they've got a phone number for me stored on file, and they're going to send me a text. I've just got to enter the last 4 digits of my phone number. Click next on there. I'm going to get a text in a moment, which I'm going to enter there. That's just going to take a moment to verify. Now it's going to set up my account. And that's just finishing setting up my account. And it's as simple as that, and now Windows is just doing some first logon preparations for me, which will take a few minutes. And there we have it, Windows 10 is installed in a virtual machine. And I can use it like a normal OS. One final thing I do want to show you is how to turn on the updates, so that if the OS, a new version is released, you can get that update without having to rebuild the system. So simply click on Start, Settings, Update and Recovery, Advanced Options, choose how preview builds are installed. It's currently set to slow, select fast. I only do this happy if you're taking the newest builds. It could break something in theory, so like I say, only if you're happy for that. And that's it. Thanks for watching this video tutorial.